into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team. Brandon Godden.
Well, Coach, we are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Titans. And no touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And we roll now on the graphics for the offensive starters.
Let's take a look at the left tackle, Taylor Lewan. A big, gregarious guy with great athletic ability. Plays the game with a little bit of an edge. In fact, he doesn't play to the whistle. He plays to the echo of the whistle.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A look now at the lineup defensively for the Ravens. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. A first down carry for Henry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 16 carries, 66 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
On second down, here's Henry. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Tannehill now to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Looking sideline, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And Robinson with a big catch.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off to them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Well, pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Check.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
We're scoreless after one.
We play to win. Let's go.
Set. 10 logo. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Slam.
Now.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who can gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson, and he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bag. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Cunningham to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Cunningham. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Cunningham. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
This will be caught by Brown. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Here's Tannehill.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 10 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Cunningham looking to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their play ball. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Now Tannehill, and his throw is going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Tannehill. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Throwing, Jones. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in? I
do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. There he goes right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever, because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football.
We play to win.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. From the gun on 3rd down, Cunningham looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he works free. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Face mask. Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby.
Automatic 1st down.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy! Right. Mike's by 4.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't begin.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive, not much sense. Now Cunningham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Marquise Brown there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. On second down, it's Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. He completes it to Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 16th touchdown of the year as they have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And Robinson with a big catch.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Finding some room at midfield. Robinson's got it. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
Back to throw. That is caught at the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So now the Titans down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. This quarterback now a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And caught by Henry. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Jones now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. A nice little juke. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now this throw caught left side. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Cunningham. Caught by Wilson. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Ravens, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.